Hello, I'm Maria from the Riches and Simple Living. Today we're going to be talking about educational games, or rather I'm just going to show you through what Sian has got educational wise, although she had them more for pleasure than for education, but they work for both. But before I do that though, as you can see here, I'm going to do a quick flick through of the Key Stage 3 Collins Science book, as I was asked if I could just show it briefly. So we'll have a quick flick through. This book, the other Collins books, at the end of it, you have a separate workbook. On some of my earlier videos, you've probably seen this. You do all the stages and you get an extra workbook at the end. This one doesn't seem to have one. It's just a straightforward revision book. So I'm going to flick through. So we start off like with cells, building blocks of life. What you do, like with the other Collins books I've got, you read through and you have quick test questions at the end. And each page has got something different that you read through. And every page will end with a quick test. Now, when you've done like all the module of that, get to the end of the module, pages stuck together. Turning the pages. When you get to the end of it, then you get some review questions, and it reviews each part of the module that you've already read through and done. As you can see, it's titled, so you can go back to the module and reread through if you need to answer your questions, or you might be able to do them without doing that. We always go back and look and reread through it, which isn't a bad thing because you're going over it again. And then following your review questions, you get some practice questions, again regarding what you've been through. And then when you do them, you go on to the next module with all your test questions at the end. There's quite a bit through it. I'm not sure whether it'll double the questions after this module. I don't know. Normally there's about 4 weeks worth. So you've got your review questions again when you get to the end of that module. But now it goes on to practice questions. Because some of the books I've got, they do like 2 pages of these review questions. So the review questions will review over the very first module normally. And then the practice questions go over the module you've just done. And then you go on to do the next module and you get the review questions from this one you've just done and the practice ones from the next one. That's how it goes, if you get what I mean. So it sort of goes like that all the way through, and you've got the answers at the back, which is useful. And your Sian's within earshot, so maybe that won't be so useful. But she doesn't look at the answers. She does know that they're there, but she doesn't look at them. And toward the end of the book, as with all the other Collins books, they have a section on mixed style questions, which can be about anything. So it's a bit like doing a revision, really, of it all. And it's all mixed up. So you get a few pages of that. The hand's a bit sticky. Sticking to it. So yeah, you get a few mixed style questions. So it's quite good. I do like the Collins books. I do like working through these. Not all our books are Collins, but quite a few are, and I do like these. And Sian likes the layout of these as well. She likes how we've got the quick tests at the end, and then, you know, you've got the review questions and practice questions. So you work through each one. So, yeah, I hope that's of some help. And it is quite good. It does cover all kinds of things. So, yeah, back to questions. That's quite good. It does a section of our health and the effects of drugs. And the health section's good. Okay, in there. So yeah, it looks a good book and we're looking forward to doing it. We didn't get on so well with last year's science book because we couldn't find a revision book. Sean's not so mad on science, but whether she'll enjoy this one more will remain to be seen. We'll let you know this time next year. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, we'll get on to now. Sean's going to talk us through, big sigh, some games. They're a bit upside down here, I know, because she's got them facing there because she's going to talk you through them. So Sian likes countries and she's into flags and things like that and different parts of the world. So nobody ever knows what to buy her, so she gets inundated with toys and things, games to do with that sort of thing, which are really educational. So if you want to show us then, Sian. I won't focus on your face, Sian. You just hold each thing up and tell us about each thing. I think the cat wants to join in as well. I'm not sure how much he knows about them. Look at him watching. Right, so what have we got first then?
This one's Around the World Snap.
Around the World Snap, so I'll focus in a bit more. Okay, so is that like a basic snap game?
Yes. Yeah,
what's it like inside? Do you want to show us what some of the cards look like?
So you have like different flags, and you could.
Oh, the flags.
Yeah, you can have flags or like the countries and the capital and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And basically, if you have one the same as like if you have the Argentinian flag, and the Argentinian capital, and they're both down together, you say to snap.
Oh right, yeah.
Or if you had like China's flag and China on the map.
Oh right, so you match like the map up with the flag, and that's a snap.
Yeah, so basically like. Okay, this is Canada, but pretend it's America. This is America, right?
Pretend.
Yeah, it's Canada, but pretend it's America.
Yeah.
And if you had the American flag, it'd
yeah,
be a snap.
so if that was the American country, and you put the American flag on top, snap, and you win the card. So you play it the same as any other snap, but that's how you do it. So that's really good. That's nice and easy and straightforward. And it's a good way of learning countries and what flags go to which countries. So what have we got next?
Next is Where in the World.
Where in the World?
I can open this one.
Most of them are card games, aren't they, that you got?
Okay, so basically it says like just random questions. Obviously another person would have these cards because in the yellow is the right answer.
Yeah.
So like it would ask you questions. So say if it was like one question could be where's Mount Everest, and it could give you four answers. So it could be like India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, or Bhutan, and you'd have to guess the right one.
You'd have to guess the right one.
Mhm. So these are basically.
I still
like,
need some help. I would. So it give me a clue.
Or it could be in like a place as well, something inside a place. So it could be like where's the Colosseum, Rome, Ottawa, Washington, or London.
Good then. So that's really educational, isn't it, for learning landmarks and things like that, places.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I haven't actually played this one yet.
So what is it, like a two-person game or more than two could play?
It can be a one-person game, but it can be a two-person game. So you could like split the cards in half and then
take turns.
Take it in turns to read it. Yeah.
And each of you'd have to answer, wouldn't you? You'd read it to, say if it was me, you'd read it to me, and I'd have to guess, and vice versa when it was your turn.
That's how that one works.
Or you could just sit and look at it on your own and test your own knowledge. So next, what have we got next?
Is World War One Heroes.
Ah, now there's a series of these history heroes. They do quite a few more than what Sian has got. I think they do a space one as well and things like that.
Is there any of the Napoleonic Wars? Because I've got into them
I've not seen Napoleonic Wars, no.
Okay.
So which one is this one first?
So this is World War One.
World War One. Put my teeth in.
So basically, right, you'd split them in half between two people, and they'd read the questions, and you go guess what it is. So you'd read the question. Wait, what was it? I was Queen Victoria's eldest grandson and the last emperor and king of Prussia. So you'd have to guess who it is and read the other questions. Yeah. Green's easy, yellow's medium, red's really hard, and then you've got a joke effect.
Well, guess which one I'd be on. Green for easy.
So you could have like Kaiser Wilhelm, Nicholas II, or John McCrae and others.
Oh, very complicated to me.
And then you have And the same one again, but it's World War Two. So you basically...
So you've got a World War Two.
You basically play it the exact same...
Do the same thing.
In the exact same way.
Only it's information from World War Two.
Yeah.
They're a very good way of learning different things, aren't they?
Oops. Yeah. So that's just how that one works. If I can even get these in a file. I want them to be nice and neat so I don't get them mixed up.
And the cat's watching.
And then,
hope she don't pounce on them. Or he.
And then this one again is the exact same thing,
And
apart
this
from you get to guess the king and queen, so you have like George
so
V and
what
George
was
VI.
this one called? Monarchs. Guess the monarch, is it?
Yeah, something like Guess the Monarch.
This one's History's Heroes. Guess the monarch.
Yeah.
So again, you get, you know, easy, medium and hard, is it?
Yeah.
Clues.
It's just the exact same as World War One and World War Two, really.
Yeah.
Apart from it's the monarchs.
Yeah, and there is quite a few more of these. I'm not sure how many, but I know there is a few more. So that's that. So they're very good and educational. So do you want to turn that round and show it?
This one is Flags of the World.
Flags of the World. So what do you do with this one?
So basically, right, you can have two players again. So you literally just unfold this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab one of them.
I'll just come out a bit so I can see you.
So then you'd give each player 4 cards. I'm just going to give... You'd pick a continent, just a random continent.
Yeah.
I think these are all Asia, so that's fine. And then you give the other player 4 cards and you put these in the middle.
Yeah.
So you just put these in all 4 slots. And then the other player, if that player is going first, I'm Jasper.
Yeah, he looks like he's playing. He's studying them.
If he's going first, he needs to guess the flag. But if he doesn't know, like, I'd have to read the questions on the back.
Yeah.
And if they still don't get it, they just guess any country. If they don't know, then it'd be my go.
Yeah.
But they get it wrong, they have to put another flag on their pile.
All right, building their pile up.
Yeah.
So the winner is the person with none left then.
Yeah.
Who've managed
So
to
if you
right.
manage to get Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Jordan, and Kyrgyzstan, they'd win.
So you can tell who always wins in our house.
Hey.
See, the cat's given up already. Moved.
Yeah. That's how this one works.
She knows these quite well.
I'm just going to pack them away neatly.
So how many people can play that? Up to 4, is it?
Up to 4, yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Or was it 6? 4 or 6? Which one was it? 6 players up to 6.
That's not bad. So the family could sit and play it together then, couldn't they?
I think there's 6 boards altogether or 7, something like that. So you can do that as well.
Yeah.
This over there.
So what else have we got?
Then you've got another guess the flag. Apart from this one, it's like in this thing. So let me open up the things. So basically, it'd be another guess the flag, right? But in this one, you have jumbled up words at the bottom. So if they don't know the flag, they can try add up the words.
All right.
And if they don't know, you can actually unveil this and get the flag.
Yeah,
So
that's quite good to do.
So to change the flag, you open the top and then you have the next one.
Oh, that's good.
Basically, you do the same thing for each one. But if they get it, you just do the exact
So
same thing.
do you have so many cards each and take it in turns to do it?
No, this is just a one-player one.
Oh, that's one player one, is it?
Yeah, this is only one player. So yeah, you have different flags in this one.
That's good. That tests your knowledge.
Right. The second to last is Mapinos.
Mapinos. That looks like dominoes.
So basically, this one you put board by border. So here's an example actually on the front. So like, because like say Germany, because Austria and Switzerland are borders with Germany, you'd put them down. So to get from France to Britain, you'd have to put a transit card because it's across the English Channel. Or if it was Ireland to Iceland, you need a transit card.
Yeah.
So, but if it's borders like Poland and Belarus, you could easily just get across because they're neighbours.
You just, yeah. Or you'd have to join the countries in between if you're crossing over borders, is it?
So yeah, and on the cards as well, it shows you the countries that border it. So with Bulgaria, it says Romania's up top and Serbia, North Macedonia. Or to the left.
So what do you do? Share the cards out and
share the cards
play
out
it like you would
and
dominoes?
And the first person to to run out of cards wins.
Oh, right.
So like Russia and this one, Russia's like a trick card because they have many neighbours. So that's to overthrow the other player.
And you've got an egg timer there, so do you only get so much time to do it in?
Yeah.
Well, you won't have to worry about that. Just everybody else. I'll be all right if I'm leaving from England to Scotland or England to Wales.
No, Britain's just Britain. You don't have any British Isles, sadly, on this game.
That's me lost then.
Right. the last one.
And last one you've got to
This
show.
one is Top Trumps quiz. Basically,
Oh, yeah.
you have 2 different ones. So, like, let me just open this one randomly. So this just gives you any random questions again. So, like, this one's about nationality. So it says, what nationality are you if you are from the United Kingdom? Or if you're Malagasy, which island nation are you from?
All right.
So
Which island nation are you from?
Madagascar.
Oh.
So yeah, if you're Ivorian, which African country are you from? So yeah, this just gives you random questions about different things.
All
So
right.
about famous people as well, national holidays. I have no idea what that says. Demographic, yeah.
You've lost it, that's why.
Other flags.
Oh.
And it gives you.
Well, that's quite educational, isn't it?
Yeah, and it gives you questions like, I know, what was China's capital before Beijing, or what was the name of this country before it changed to its original name.
Yeah. It's like a good way of doing geography as well. It's like geography, knowing your places in the world.
And there's
things
national
like that.
animals, so it would say like, what's the national animal of Italy or China or Russia?
Well, that's really interesting. It covers a lot, that one does then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has the women's suffrage as well in it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's very good.
So yeah, you have to.
You've got a lot of cards in that pack.
Yeah. Oh.
That's really good.
Yeah. It says which blue and white flag has a sun in its centre? Angola, Argentina, or Albania?
Go on then, tell me.
Argentina. European capitals. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. You've got quite a lot of educational, well, mainly cards there, haven't you? But I mean, it's not just cards that you've got, is it? There's a lot of educational toys. Sian's got Monopoly. That's a good game for dealing with money and things. But Sian's got the Jurassic World one, haven't you? She's got that.
Here's a question you know. Which national flag is known as the maple leaf?
Canada.
And then another one you'd know. Which nation's flag is known as the Stars and Stripes?
America. Probably any country I know. So yeah, what other educational games have you got upstairs you can think of, Sian? You've got Monopoly.
Money. That one is money, mainly.
Yeah, that deals with money, yeah.
You had the Twister you were on about.
Yeah,
The
Twister.
colours.
If you've got a younger child and you're playing Twister, obviously the colours, matching colours and things. Learning colours is good with that one. There are so many educational games out there, board games. I mean, jigsaws as well. Sian's got lots of jigsaws. So they're very educational, doing jigsaws. Yeah, there's no end of games. I can't even think off the top of my head what other games you've got up there that are educational. So she'd just bring all the small ones down, because we'll go through the cupboard and start getting them all down. Not only will everything fall on her head, but we'll have loads to cart down and cart back upstairs. But yeah, there used to be a game, Hangman. I don't know if you can still get that. That was good for spelling. But you can play that with pen and paper. We used to do that. So many things. But we just thought we'd give you a show of some of them that Sian had got. Some of the card games. And I mean, these history heroes, they're very good. I mean, they do a massive set of them, all different ones.
I wanna see if there's one of the Napoleonic Wars, so you can guess like Napoleon or something like that, or Frederick William III.
Yeah, we got them. They came from Amazon. I mean, I don't know where all of them came from because different people bought them there. But I know the history heroes, they come from Amazon. But yeah, they are very good and educational. So that's what we thought we'd show you. I mean, I'll probably find more games afterwards. Like, oh, we could have showed you that or told you about that. Because you have games and you don't stop and think really of the educational value. You just have them because you enjoy them. Like Sian, she loves the countries and flags and everybody buys these games. But they're really good educational content in them. And, you know, you don't stop and think about that when you're buying games really. Because you're just thinking, oh, what can I get for Christmas or birthdays? So, yeah, that's what she's got. That's what we thought we'd show you. So, we'll leave it to that now then. And we'll see you tomorrow. So, have a good day. Bye, everyone.